It's a quality win for us. It's a very good Louisiana Tech team. To win, we had to have really good backcourt play, and because we played against a full court press all night long, and I think those were some of the biggest question marks when we started with this new basketball team December 28th, as to whether or not we would be able to keep our guards in a game, whether or not they would be able to handle that type of pressure throughout the game. Whether or not they could play against those kind of athletes that like to drive it and remain in the game. And I thought both Julian and, he just keeps getting better and better as a secondary ball handler. Defensively, he was special, out for the fourth consecutive game, guarding a point guard out front. And CJ, just really did a quality job in the floor game all night long. He's shooting it better. He's playing with a lot more confidence. Obviously, up front, we had John Bohannon with 11 boards. I had to do that against that group because that's who they are. They like to rebound, push out, get you in transition, go and shoot layups. We only gave up 7 fast break points all night long, real key stat against that group. Vince Hunter was just terrific. We're watching greatness get better and better every night, and in front of our eyes. He was... prior to the Charlotte game, he'd have a game or two along the way, and we saw an awful lot of fouls. Now we're seeing a guy who's learned how to stay in a game. He's finishing shots. He's defending at a much higher level. He's rebounding the defensive board. He's finishing in conversion and transition like all the great ones do. And is maturing, as a player every night out. I've had some great freshmen along the way, guys like DeRozan and OJ and Taj, and he's playing at that level. He just is. He's playing at a really high level right now. We're getting quality minutes from Matt. We're getting quality minutes from Cedric, Jake Flaggart off the bench, having to spell guys. Tevin came in, gave us some minutes just to give Julian a rest. It's so important for him to be able to play with that energy that he's playing with out front. And these guys are not hurting us when they come in. But a lot of poise. I thought our ability to handle the press was a real key part of the game. That's a very good Louisiana Tech team. If we see them in the conference tournament, it won't be any fun. They've just got too much talent. They got a lot of guys that create problems for us. We had tough matchups with Bohannon having to guard down in size all night long to Anderson and/or Johnson. So anyhow, we'll enjoy this one tonight. We've got to go practice again tomorrow and get ready for a Rice team that beat Charlotte, the one team that's beaten us last Saturday. They beat them. So none of them are easy. Another key part of the game is we ran them off the three-point line pretty well, tonight. They weren't just catching and having open looks. I thought we ran through some of those shots and had something to do with that 8 for 33. I think they made their first 3, maybe 4 threes. But from that point on, they didn't shoot a great percentage. So another key stat in the game.
Let's talk about managing the foul situation, especially in the final 10 minutes of the game, to be able to weather that storm and then finish out strong.
Yeah, well, we have depth up front. We really do, and quality depth. We inserted Hooper to try to get a couple of fouls on Gibby Talbert and Kaiser, 2 guys that were shooting 33-34%. We were trying to foul for profit, just to buy possessions. It helped us in the first half, back-to-back fouls, on the free throw line. And we felt like we could hang around with the other 4 guys, I thought a key thing was getting to halftime with only 2 fouls on Bo, 2 fouls on Ced, and it allowed us to play those guys significant minutes in the second half.
Career high for Vince, season high for Julian. Could you ask for anything more on offense from them tonight?
Well, yes, I opened up by saying those guys are playing at a high level right now. They're playing very well. Julian made a big 3 late in front of our bench. I thought he really played with a lot of poise tonight.
Coach, that was a tough stretch right around the 10-minute mark, and
you think so?
Easy for the players to kind of lose it, but just talk about the poise and maturity that this team showed tonight.
They had more than I did. I can tell you that.
What'd you think of the officiating, Coach?
Well, you know, I can't speak about it. I just thought it turned with the technical, you know, that their coach got. You know, looked like it turned a little bit to me. And we got to play through those things.
Would you call tonight the hardest working 40 minutes of basketball you've seen from your team this season?
I don't know. I think we've been a hard playing team. I really do. I do. I wouldn't say any harder than Marshall when we didn't know who we were. You know, any harder than on the road at UAB or Middle Tennessee State. That's who we've been. You know, we gave up a higher percentage tonight, so obviously we've guarded even better. You know, during stretches. You know, we played with more poise, I thought, tonight on the offensive end. Just like you said, that press has really given people fits. And when this happened to us, I'd have never said we had 89 points in us. You know, I thought we were going to spit out some 30s, you know, back in December. And but I didn't know that, you know, our guys were going to, you know, play with the kind of offensive purpose that we're playing with, where we're taking shots from. You look at the shot chart at halftime, we just filled up the shot chart in the lane. And, you know, we see zone, we're throwing it in there. We see man, we're throwing it in there. And I think it's really helped CJ and Julian get shots on kickouts where they're stepping in with rhythm versus trying to manufacture from the perimeter. Just being able to play inside and out has helped those guys a great deal.
Just talk a little bit about this team's development. I mean, it's like you guys seem to be getting better every time out. Is it just kind of a growth thing?
It's just a team thing. Everybody's stepping up to the challenge, and just our defense. I can't say anything more about that. It's just day in, day out defense.
You guys a little concerned there with foul trouble at the end?
Yeah, we always are concerned about foul trouble, but we got a couple zone defenses that help us out with that, and that we play extremely well. And so we go into that every time we get in foul trouble.
And are you feeling more comfortable out there each time out? I mean, you seem to be staying out of foul trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Coach Floyd stays on my head and just constantly telling me to get better every day. And I really can't take any days off. And that's how he looks at me. He let me know when I take a day off. Oh, yeah, he definitely let me know about it.
I guess, is that as big a win as you've had all year? I mean, I know you've beaten some good teams, but
yeah, this probably. Yeah, I think this is probably the biggest win, you know, probably since Bahamas, if not all year, you know, because, you know, they was picked to win our league, and you know, I feel like we came out there, you know, and we showed everyone that we can play with anyone in this conference, and we can win this if we keep playing defense like we are, even though we let up at the end.
Was that the key again, defense?
Oh, I'm sorry, what you say?
Was that the key again, is defense?
Yeah, but we also had, 89 points? Yeah, so defense, the defense was a big key, but, you know, we was able to knock down shots, and, you know, Vince played great once again. You know, I'm starting to think, you know, he the best freshman in the country, you know. I think he play with anybody. And, you know, if he keep playing like that, you know, Bo keep playing the way he playing, CJ keep knocking down shots, we'll be a tough team to beat.
And how big was, I know their press had been big for them, and you guys handled it easily all night.
You know, this year, you know, we haven't really had problems with the press all year, you know. That's something, you know, we practice every day, and we're comfortable playing against. And, you know, if teams want to play us like that, you know, that's fine with us.